Oh my, it's a little dark in here. Hit the light. Almost there. There she is. You know what? Let's just keep it crystal. Hi, everyone. Okay, we're going to label this video first one, first official. We're going to call it Humble Beginnings, because that's exactly what this is, Humble Beginnings. I have been fooling around with doing this for the longest time. I've attempted just off the wall startups just to say, hey, I'm going to either start a blog or some type of YouTube channel, because seriously, I always get people that tell me like, hey, you should start one, you should start one, you should start one. And it's always been a desire in my heart to do something like this anyway. When I did go to college, my goal was radio broadcasting was something that I always felt like, oh, I wish somebody could just like pay me just to talk. And I realized it's just something that I like to do, like to just talk. But I'm also not one for the empty banter. I'm not. And because I keep like, I talk a lot. But one of the things that I'm trying to do is, direct my speech. So I'm just not running around here speaking empty words. I don't consider myself a comedian, but I know a lot of people that do. But I always say I'm an observationalist. Like, I can find the funny in everything. And the reason that I can is because I feel like I've been through so much in life. I've been angry, I've been sad, I've been bewildered, and I'm just the type of person that I would much rather laugh. Even though I deal with my pain, I deal with my anger, I deal with what's going on in life, but I am a sole believer of laughter being the best medicine. So, and I think that comes out in a lot of my speech and a lot of my conversations with people, to where I don't think I'm funny, believe it or not. But I know that there are some people that tell me that constantly all the time, like, where do you come up with this stuff? Crystal, you're so crazy. So, and I really have no idea that I'm being amusing to someone, or that I can't be. I realize when it's happening, I can pick up on it, because who doesn't love to laugh? And you give me something to laugh up, we cracking up, right? So I've bust up laughing in a funeral before, which is another reason, like, I don't even go to funerals no more. But anyway, I digress. But I was trying to come up with topics to talk about, because I do watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of vloggers. Like, my YouTube and my vlogging and those influencers have basically taken over my my viewing of TV. It's hard for me to watch a regular TV program. One, because the writing has and for two, the acting is so, you know what I mean? If I'm not entertained, I'm just not entertained. So I tend to dabble more in discussion groups and vlogs and reviews of certain shows and things like that. So this is something that I've always admired other people doing. So I said, you know what? Since I've had that fever in my heart, is something I said, I'm going to try this for myself. So this is me. Like I said, this is Humble Beginnings. And one of the things I wanted to talk about right off the bat, and starting off this New Year's, I don't do New Year's resolutions. Like, no, because you're not finna have me running around at the end of February, beginning of March, talking about, man, I let myself down. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I don't do that. I set myself some goals. Like, I like to do stuff like monthly or maybe weekly, to say like, look, see if you can go ahead and get this done, just because I want to avoid the pressure that we can sometimes put on ourselves. So what I'm doing now is defeating one. And one of these things that I'm trying to overcome or get myself up out of is procrastination. Procrastination ruined my life. No, not ruin my life, but procrastination. I've realized that I could have done so much more in life. I could have done so much more yesterday. Like, I could be doing so much more in today if I just stop falling prey to the excuses that I can fire off in the back of my head. Like, even today, I had no plan on making this video. I've had plan on starting this, whatever this is. I don't know if this is a vlog. I don't know if this is going to be a channel. I don't know if this is, but I knew that I needed to start this. I just didn't know how, when, or where. I just knew it was going to, but I kept getting like, just start, just start. And I got the word again, like, just begin, like, step out there and see what happens. So this is me stepping out there, seeing what happens. And what I could have said is, I don't even have a space set up. Like, I have to go find some motion picture studio to start up. Like, oh, I don't even have a backdrop. I don't even have all this. But I said, you know what? I do have a walk-in closet and a chocolate backdrop. Don't hate, because this is humble beginnings. I just really wanted to start. So I wanted to encourage somebody out there. If you have something that you want to do and that you want to get started and that you believe in, just start, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just starting, and I hope that I can encourage somebody to do the same. Whatever it is you want to do, if you want to go back to school, if you want to go wash your car, if you want to curl your hair, because like, girl, look. These black sponge rollers, you got a little mousse and a little time on your hand and a bonnet dryer that you can fall asleep in for a couple of hours, and you too can have a head full of curly locks. But anyway, well, I did that one, and oh boy, didn't even spring back into action. Stop playing. But anyway, this is me conquering one of my, I just call them roadblocks that I bring on myself. Like, for one, I'm in a space now that I can't blame anybody for anything that's going on or not happening in my life. What's going on in my life and what's not going on in my life is nobody's issues but me and God. But me and God. I don't owe nobody nothing. But I do owe it to God to live the life and walk the walk that he intended for me, because he wants me to be happy. And I'm tired of saying, but I'll do that when I'll get to that when so I'm gonna just stop making excuses. And that's not a New Year's resolution for me. That's just me trying to remove some of the speed bumps that I have placed in the road, because there is a road ahead of me. We all have that road ahead of us. The speed bumps, sometimes there are other people that put those speed bumps on our road. Sometimes there are other people that come and dig those potholes in our road. Sometimes there are other people who throw up those detour signs in our road. But a lot of times, I'm not gonna say weird, because I can't talk for nobody else but me. But what I found out is I'm the one building those speed bumps. And honey, I make them good. I all leveled out with the stripes on them, perfect line in the paint. And then sometimes I've even bust the ground up and just created potholes to where even if I do manage to get over the speed bump, either I'm finna bust a frame, jack up my wheel alignment, or either have to drive strategically around this pothole that I placed there. And the detour signs, that's just me going, ooh, what's that over there? And just going straight off my path. So, like I said, I didn't know how or what I was going to put up on this channel, but I do know that I have been procrastinating this channel since 2017, when we moved back to California. I was just like, okay, California is different. And guess what? I'm different too. Oh, just to preface that, I'm born and raised in California. In 1999, I moved south. And when I moved south, then I moved south for 14 years, and then moved even deeper south for another 6 to 7 years. And then now we're back here in good old sunny California. And I got 2 words for you: culture shock, because this is not the same. This is not the California I left. So, and I'm not saying like, oh, as soon as I got here, I realized that I wanted to turn around and go back. But like I said, I'm not saying, not like I said. It really is. This is cliche. Now I'm going off topic because I'm having a whole conversation in my head instead of actually voicing it out to you. Everything does happen for a reason. Everybody's like, don't keep coming at me with that because so and so and so and so. Yeah, but you can determine what that reason is, that particular thing happened. And for me, I know I'm not cursed. I know I don't live under bad luck. So I know that there are some things that I just need to learn. And the fact that I am at the age that I am, and I ain't even try to play with it. 48 will be 49. Girl, I'm going to be 49 years old in 9 months. That means in 2 years, I'm going to be 50. Sorry, that was me looking for a crack in my black. But anyway, but like I said, I wanted to go ahead and make sure I started this to get it out there. Look at the chocolate backdrop. Y'all already know y'all know what this is. Y'all see that. Y'all know what this is. But like I said, I started. So procrastination, I can scratch that off of my list. And like today is I just started. So I could pop this bad boy up there and then never do another one again and just be inconsistent Crystal. But that's not what I'm trying to be. I've been inconsistent Crystal for a while. But I don't feel like I am anymore. For one, can you say empty nester? Because that's what I am. I'm an empty nester. All of my children are grown and doing their thing, or you know what I mean, finding their way in this world. And I hope that I am there some way to help them out. But I'm not perfect. So I hope that I have allowed them to avoid some, not, I can't even say pitfalls, because everyone is not without their challenge. But I'm so very, very I can say proud of my children. Proud of my children, because they are finding their way. So I have to go and give them kudos to that. Again, that took me down another road, because I was sitting there saying to myself, like, I don't even have topics to talk about. I don't have, what can I talk about? But then I'm sitting there like, I've been married 20 years. I got 3 grown children. I like my job. I've lived on one coast to another and the Mid-South. So I guess I'm full of topics. It's just a matter of me putting them all together. But I guess the main topic that I keep coming back to is procrastination. So if you have anything, and I'm talking to myself when I say this, if you have anything that you want to do, walk out there, and I'm not telling anybody not to be prepared, but if you know that you've gone through this blueprint in your mind over and over again, you know that you've had this suggestion, you know that the support is out there for you, I just say walk out there and believe enough in yourself to say, hey, let me try it. Or find something that you are passionate enough about to where the support doesn't matter. Not that it doesn't matter. I guess I should say that. Not that the support doesn't matter, but if you find something that you have a passion about and it's just something you want to do, then do that. Do that. Because if you are gifted in a certain area, if you are gifted in a certain area and you share that gift will reap a return for you, whether it is somebody is going to need it, because God didn't give you the gift for nothing. You know what I mean? You got it for a reason. So it's all about making sure that we use the gifts God gives us. And I'm excited about using mine, because like I said, broadcast journalism has always been dear to me. So like when I hear people talk on the radio, and or even when I hear people talk on the radio, when I hear people announcing things like that, catches my ear. Like if I go to a baseball game, a football game, or something like that, I'm the person that like, ooh, I'm tuned in on the announcer. When I'm listening to the radio, I'm not only just the music, it's the DJs that I'm tuned into, just listening to them to way they can have things just flow when they talk, or just be engaged, and they have something to talk about. So I always appreciate somebody who has a gift for gab, but you are talking about something in particular that people want to hear. Like even if it's like reading a book to somebody, You know what I mean? If you have something coming out of your mouth that is of value, people will appreciate that. And if it feels good to spread some good news that you have, go ahead and do that. It doesn't hurt to make anybody smile. It doesn't hurt to tell somebody have a good day, or tell somebody you can do this, or you can get through this. Encouragement goes a long way. So if that's something I can do, encourage someone else while I encourage myself, then that is just awesome. I am just excited that I actually started. And even though I'm not into the whole like, ooh, I'm doing all this editing, I'm doing this backdrop thing, like the whole elaborate part of all that, I'm like, that I just want to start. And I'm so glad that I did that. Come on now. Come on. I started. All right. So, bear with me as I learn my way through this, as I, learn my way through this, because I'm learning as I'm going, but this is really something that I wanted to do. This was fun. I'm not as nervous as I thought I was. I ranted off on top because I literally just pushed the button and said, just go, just go, just go. And I will, become more structured with it, but I really just wanted to start. And I'm so glad that I was able just to start, just to say, just to start, because I'm excited about it. And see, and the whole time, you know what I've been focusing on, just to make sure that I'm not wandering off and my eyes on this right. I don't know if this right here, there's a shine on my forehead. So I've been like looking at that this entire time. And mind you, when I was a little girl, I'd be like, I wouldn't go nowhere without no bangs, honey. I was just like, no, we is not putting the 8 head out there. Yeah, more than 5. We is not putting the 8 head out there. I had an auntie that used to just call me, hey head. So honey, that's growth. I've come a long way. Cause look, I have it all pulled back off the dome. The dome. The dome. All right. Let me go, because I didn't mean to make this one so long. I just wanted to say that I did it. So I'm excited about this. I look forward to doing the next one. I look forward to polishing this up, but I said this was something I was going to start, and so I did it. So I need to stop saying that I started and that I'm proud of myself. I'm glad that y'all came. Thanks for watching. And please stick around and help me develop. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is keep it crystal. Keep it what? Crystal.